that they made sure that there were not any casualties, let alone many casualties.
If they can't return fire, what happened this morning?
I don't even want to think about what would have happened. There are innocent people in that park every day. We watch them walk their dogs, take their dogs to the dog park. There were children that were on the field with us in the dugout. This political rhetoric and political discourse that has led to hate has led to gunfire. I never thought I'd go to baseball practice for charity and have to dodge bullets. This has got to stop, and it's got to stop today.
So you think the language of American politics contributed to this?
I think
was responsible for it.
I'm not going to assess who takes responsibility, but we all are responsible for the discourse that happens in American government. We have the right to be free in this country. We have the right to elect our leaders, and we have the right to go vote against them if we disagree with their policies. But we've got to ratchet down the rhetoric that we've seen, not only on social media, but in the media, in the 24-hour news cycle. These are the things that have to stop. This is a result, I believe, of political rhetorical terrorism. That has to stop.
You call it political terrorism.
Political rhetorical terrorism. The political rhetoric has led to this violent type of activity that has got to stop in this country. We are the greatest country in the history of the world.
Before this morning, did you feel this way?
Absolutely, I felt this way.
And when you talk about that among your colleagues, how does that conversation go? What is the solution that you talk about?
Well, as you can see, I haven't had a chance to really talk to anybody except those that we are now going to be bound together by this senseless shooting for the rest of our lives. So I haven't had a chance to really talk to many members, but as we discuss this has got to be the message of Republicans like me and Democrats alike. We have to have unity in this country. We are the United States of America. We are great, and we have to come together and govern, and that's exactly what I hope is the result of the violent activity that I experienced today and many others did.
Congressman Shannon Bream here. We talked with Senator Tim Scott a little bit earlier, and he talked about what you're talking about, trying to bridge this political divide, that things have gotten so heated. But he talked about this morning being part of congressional prayer breakfast and Bible studies, and he says that there are places and things that do unite members, that there are some things where you actually do have friendships. Will they strengthen and grow through this? Is there a silver lining to come from the bad?
Well, I certainly hope so, but that's the misperception about Congress and about Washington that leads to this political rhetoric and that is not true. You wouldn't believe it from the news reports, but some of my best friends are on the other side of the aisle here in this institution. The majority of bills that we pass are passed on a very bipartisan basis, but it's the major issues that lead to political discourse that has, in my opinion, led to such an uptick in just hateful rhetoric of all sides. And I stand here today and say, stop. We have to stop.